Welcome to this Arnall-Culliford knitwear tutorial on working an increase in brioche stitch. This tutorial is part of our Boost Your Knitting series, 12 patterns to teach you 12 new techniques from the world's best knitting designers. If you'd like to find out more about Boost Your Knitting or purchase kits and yarns to go with the series, then do click the link up here which will take you over to our website. This is Carol Feller's Flying Leaves scarf, which is the project that you will use to learn brioche stitch, and it features a stitch pattern that includes decreases and increases. I'm going to take you through how to work those increases in the following tutorial. I'm going to show you how to increase from 1 to 5 stitches in brioche knitting. We do everything in pairs with brioche knitting because we're working on essentially a rib-based fabric, and this increase takes us from 1 to 2 extra stitches on each side. I've worked a slip-on yarn over, and I'm now going to put my right needle tip into the next stitch and its yarn over as if to knit, and I'm going to pull a loop through as if I was knitting. I'm not going to slip the stitch off my left needle though, and my next thing is to do a yarn over. So bring the yarn to the front between the needle tips and over the right needle, and then I'm going to go back into the same stitch as if to knit and pull a loop through. So you can see we've got the first one we knitted, we've got the yarn over, and the second time we've brioche knitted. I'm now going to do another yarn over, and then I'm going to complete it by brioche knitting again, and I then can slip it off the needles, and you can see that I now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loops where I previously only had 1 stitch. So I'll show you that one more time. I've worked a slip yarn over, and now I'm going to put my right needle tip into the next stitch as if to knit. I'm wrapping the yarn around and pulling a loop through, but I'm leaving the stitch on my left needle. I'm then taking the yarn between the needle tips and over the top again for a yarn over, and I then brioche knit into the next stitch again, pulling through that loop but leaving the stitch on the left needle, and then I do another yarn over, and then I complete the stitch by entering the stitch knitwise, pulling that final loop through and sliding the stitch off the left hand needle, and you can see there that I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dark coloured yarn loops where previously I only had 1 stitch. Thank you for watching our tutorial on working an increase in brioche stitch. I hope now you feel very confident in tackling those stitches in your projects. If you'd like to find out more about Boost Your Knitting, do click the link up here which will take you over to our website where you can also purchase kits and yarn to go with the projects in the book. If you want to be sure of not missing any of our future video tutorials, then do subscribe to our YouTube channel, Jen AC Knitwear. Thanks ever so much for watching.